Good morning. Happy Friday. Taking a live look over Denver as we brace for an Arctic blast moving into the state, making for a very cold, frigid holiday weekend. Thanks for joining us. TGIF, y'all.
Yeah, and I think the F this week, this stands for freezing. I mean, it's going to be, oh yeah, sorry.
Did anyone else think something else?
You know what? You know what? They said we wanted to perk more ears up, so I thought we were.
You
Not
did.
that that's going to be under the breath of a lot of people because
I'm about to say, let's be honest, the F can stand for whatever you want to stand for.
you're just not going to like me this weekend because it's going to be so cold. That's it. And you're one of them. As far as we go, let's take a look at the temperatures that we have right now. Now, we're in between storm systems, so yeah, it's going to be chilly today in the 30s, and we are going to see those gusty winds, so it's going to feel kind of raw, but not anything like it's going to be tomorrow. So we're at 15 degrees right now. You do see some below zero readings over northeastern Colorado. Otherwise, temperatures in the single digits, teens, and a few 20s. Increasing clouds today, 34 degrees. Windy, though, up to 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Cloudy skies tomorrow, or tonight, rather, after 1 to 3 inches of snow. -5 will be the overnight low. Then tomorrow, 6 for the high, with a chance for snow early. It's a little sunshine late. 9 on Sunday with a chance for snow. 5 on Monday with a chance for snow. And then we pull out of that Arctic air. 34 on Tuesday. And look at Wednesday, near 50 degrees.
A very cold weekend. Thank you, Ed. Right now, we're taking a live look from our CDOT cameras. I-25, very quiet for those heading north or south, right near the Thornton Parkway area. Not much going on here, but I do want to switch things over to our main graphics, kind of show you those drive times before you head out the door, because we're still very quiet for a Friday morning. Not much going on. I-225, a 10-minute drive if you're heading into I-25. Those speed times are coming in at 66 miles per hour. Same story for those in Commerce City, 11-minute drive. No crashes, no major delays to report. And if you're taking westbound Highway 36 from Denver to Boulder, it is going to be a nice drive, 18 minutes.
Easy peasy this morning, Brianna. Thank you. Today we could find out whether the trial for the man who killed 10 people at a King Soopers in Boulder will be delayed again. The State Department of Human Services was supposed to finish an evaluation of the suspect on Monday. It was required after he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, but that evaluation isn't done, and DHS officials want until April 30th now to complete it. Prosecutors say they don't want the trial delayed anymore. The judge ordered DHS to have a representative in court today to answer some questions. As of now, the trial is tentatively set to start in August.
Officials in Douglas County are investigating after 3 people were found dead in 2 different locations. This case forced neighbors to evacuate, and a popular trial was also shut down. It started with a 911 call about a body found at the top of the Ruder-Hess incline outside of Parker. Deputies found 2 bodies on the trail, an adult male and juvenile male. Sheriff Darren Weekly says what they found at the scene led them to contact Parker Police for a welfare check at a home along Black Wolf Drive.
When officers arrived on scene, they entered the home, and that's when they found a deceased adult female. While they were clearing the home, they also noticed a heavy smell of gas.
Neighbors nearby were evacuated while crews dealt with the gas leak and the woman found dead inside. Investigators would not say if all 3 of the victims were related or if the bodies found were those of the family believed to have been living there. Parker Police and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office say they are not looking for any suspects right now.
Right now, police in Denver are trying to figure out what caused a 3-car crash in the middle of the evening drive. It happened on Spear near Wewata just before 6 last night. Police say one of the cars rolled over. One woman ended up hurt. Police say she was stable when they brought her to the hospital.
We failed Elijah McLean as a department. We failed Mrs. McLean as a department. We failed our community as a department.
Those were powerful words from Aurora's interim police chief, Art Acevedo, yesterday. They came less than a week after a former Aurora officer was ordered to jail for his role in Elijah McLean's death.
Officers subdued and restrained McLean in 2019 after a 911 caller reported he seemed sketchy, and paramedics injected him with a sedative. He died 3 days later. He was doing nothing wrong and wasn't armed. Juries acquitted 2 Aurora police officers of wrongdoing in McLean's death, but another officer and 2 paramedics were all convicted of felonies. Yesterday, Acevedo laid the blame not on those at the scene, but on those leading the department when it happened.
The biggest failure was the leadership of this department. And we had leaders in this department that were not interested in the success of their men and women. They weren't interested, in my opinion, in the success of our relation with the community. They are just people that were just interested in whatever interests them.
One of those officers who was acquitted has told the city he wants to return to the police force. Acevedo said, however, that he is currently on personal leave and it's not clear when or if he'll be back in uniform.
The latest Republican to get into the race for the seat Congresswoman Lauren Boebert is leaving has changed parties 18 times. Stephen Varela is on the Colorado Board of Education. He was appointed. He is a combat vet who describes himself as a battle-tested conservative. Before that, he was a battle-tested Democrat. He has changed his voter affiliation 18 times since 2011.
The Federal Aviation Administration is launching an investigation into Boeing's quality control after a door plug blew off an Alaska Airlines flight last week. It happened on one of Boeing's new 737 MAX 9 planes, ripping headrests off of the seats and leaving a big hole on the side of the plane. 177 people were on board. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt. FAA investigators are looking into whether Boeing's planes are safe to fly. Since Friday, Alaska Airlines and United have both found either loose hardware or bolts on door plugs. They are the only airlines in the U.S. that use the MAX 9, which are grounded for now.
The Pentagon's Inspector General is launching a review after it was revealed Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin made secret visits to the hospital. The review will focus on policies to make sure there is an effective transfer of power and duties. On Tuesday, the Pentagon announced Austin is being treated for prostate cancer. He had surgery in December. Before the surgery, Austin transferred some of his authorities to his deputy, but neither she nor the White House knew he was in the hospital. Austin went to the hospital again on New Year's Day and then was put in the ICU. He is reportedly doing better, but he is still in the hospital.
President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, is pleading not guilty to 9 tax-related charges. Prosecutors allege Biden failed to pay more than $1 million in income taxes. A plea deal collapsed over the summer, so now a tentative trial date has been scheduled for June 20th. Hunter Biden could face up to 17 years in prison if convicted on all counts.
A record number of Americans are signing up to receive Obamacare in 2024. The Department of Health and Human Services says it expects 19 million people will sign up for the health care coverage by the January 16th deadline. 15 million people have enrolled through the Affordable Care Act marketplace as of December 15th. That is a 33% jump from this time last year. The open enrollment period on healthcare.gov runs from November 1st until midnight on January 16th.
Pageant contestants are always impressive, but Miss Colorado is soaring to new heights. Madison Marsh will make history this weekend as the first active duty officer from any military branch to vie for the Miss America title. The 22-year-old was crowned Miss Colorado just days before graduating from the U.S. Air Force Academy. Marsh is now a pilot and is currently pursuing her master's degree at Harvard while training for the pageant. If she were to secure the national crown, Marsh plans to use her platform to talk to young girls about serving in the military and to fight stereotypes that exist about military women.